Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how to install an LCD screen on a 5th generation iPod video. You can check out more tutorials at repairscratchedipods.blogspot.com. First of all, what you're going to need, an iPod obviously, a little screwdriver. I like to use a microfiber cloth. You don't need one of those. And you're going to need a plastic spudger or a metal spudger as well. So first you just want to kind of put the little plastic iPod pry tool in the side, go around all of the edges. This is probably one of the hardest parts because the iPods are so tightly put together. I actually used 2 of them for this video, and they will get messed up because of how tight the iPod is put together. And this probably took the longest. But it's kind of, there's a bunch of clips that are on the iPod case, and you just need to keep going around until you hear them. You'll hear them snap open. So once you do get them open, this needs a little bit more. Once you do get it open, you need to pull out the battery connector, and that's in the bottom right-hand corner, and it'll kind of open like a hinge. So you want to be wary of that and just know which way it's going to open. So first we want to lift up the hard drive. And I like to take a little metal spudger or plastic spudger and get the headphone jack assembly off first, just so I don't tear that. So then after that, I take off the hard drive, and it's kind of sticky sometimes, so you just be careful of that so you don't mess up the connector. Next, we need to take out, there's 3 screws on each side of the iPod case. They're really small. I like to use a magnetic screwdriver just so I don't lose the screws. So go ahead and do that. There's 6 of them, and I like to put them in the case, the iPod case, just so I don't lose them. So once you have all of those out, you can simply pull the case apart from the metal case and the logic board. Hold the click wheel assembly just so the little plastic piece doesn't fall out. And you're going to take the spudger and take that connector off where the display is. And sometimes it's kind of stuck in there too, so just be careful of that. I like to keep the new display. Usually there's a static guard and just so you don't get fingerprints on it. I like to keep that on right up until I'm ready to put the case on, just so no dust and stuff like that gets on there. And you want to hold the click wheel in place while you're turning this over. This is kind of tricky sometimes. When you're putting the new display in, you want to put the tabs, the white tabs, on the outside, while at the same time putting the connector on the inside. So that's kind of tricky. And then flip it around and take off the static guard and put the cover on as soon as you can, just so no dust particles get in there. And it should just snap into place. Sometimes the display needs to be pushed down a little bit, like on this one, just so it'll fall right into place. And then from there, it's just all reverse from what you did already. Pretty easy to do once you get the hang of it. This probably took me 20 minutes. So then you just put the screws back in the way that you took them out. And on this one, I actually broke the white piece. I'll show you the white piece at the bottom. So I put a new one in there, but I took that out because it took way too long. So then you just need to connect the iPod headphone jack again. It's all in reverse order. I guess technically I should have put the hard drive in first if it was actually in reverse, but this seems easier for me. And then you put the iPod hard drive back in. Make sure you push it down all the way so the headphone jack connector fits in the little slot. And sometimes these little rubber things pop out, but you can see the way that they go. They kind of follow the contours of the iPod connector dock. And make sure that the ribbon cable is in there, and then you just flip it back like a hinge. And I like to test it before I actually snap the case all the way closed, because it's kind of a pain to try to get it back, try to open it up again. So I usually test it out before I snap it all the way together. And as you can see, this one is fully functional before it had a broken screen. And I use the microfiber cloth just to clean it up a little bit. Get all the fingerprints and stuff off of there. But as you can see, it is fully functional. The iPod's working. So I go ahead and snap the case back together. You can either turn it off or turn it on. It doesn't really matter. It's not that big of a deal. These microfiber cloths are really nice for this. And voila, there you have it. If you guys want to find out any more tutorials, go to right here, repairscratchedipods.blogspot.com. If you have any questions, just shoot me an email or leave comments in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Bye.